Friday morning, and we welcome into the Volume.com studio Jill Andrews. So good to see you, Jill.
Woo!
Welcome back.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
Yes, and congratulations. We've been loving spinning the song Connection from the new album Modern Age.
Yes,
got that
thank
back
you for doing that.
Yeah, of course. Back in August is when the album came out, right?
That's right.
Fantastic new album, Modern Age, available now, and so excited to have you headlining Nashville Sunday night coming up this Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. So what has been the response to the new album so far after, a couple months out there in the wild? What do you...
Yeah, it's been good. I've been doing a lot of touring around the U.S., and I just got back from the U.K., did a whole full band tour over there in Wales and Scotland and England and Ireland. It was very, very fun, and, just loving playing these new songs for people.
Yeah, and after, a month or so, that's enough time for folks to learn the lyrics and be singing along. You getting a lot of that for the live shows?
Some of that,
Yeah?
some of that.
Yeah?
We'll see, though, at 3rd and Lindsley.
Exactly, yeah. There are tickets available, 3rdandlindsley.com. Of course, we had Ali Sperry in yesterday morning, who's going to be opening the show, and we were talking a little bit off air, and I joked when we went live and said, oh, so you and Jill have met, right? Was it, were you one of her bridesmaids, or was she one of...
I was one of her bridesmaids.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, she's
So
one of my
fun.
best friends.
It was great to have her in studio, and looking forward to having you both on stage this Nashville Sunday night. Again, 3rd and Lindsley, beginning at 7 p.m., and then Jill will take the stage at 8 o'clock on Sunday. But are you usually up this time singing and playing? Because when you were warming up, I was like, oh, I don't want to interrupt her. It sounded so amazing, but I'm so glad that we get to do this live on the radio.
Thank you.
Are you an early riser?
I have been an early riser, especially since I got back from the UK.
Yeah.
I've been waking up at like 4 a.m. just accidentally.
Oh,
like
wow. So
fully
Yeah,
awake.
just come on in when we're here.
I was going to say, Jill,
Yeah.
if we'd known that, we would have just had you come and co-host the whole entire show this morning.
I could have been here at like 4:15.
Oh, wow. That's about the time I rolled out of bed this morning.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit early, but so excited to have you here. Which song would you like to play first for us?
I'm going to play a song from my new record, Modern Age. This is actually the last track on the album. It's called Boundless Love, and it's about my love of nature.
All right. Jill Andrews live here in the Volume.com studio on Lightning 100.
I'm a child of the flowers and the trees. When I look up to the sky, I'm at peace. In the sky, everything I need surrounds us, all around us is boundless love. Surrounds us, all around us is boundless love. I'm a child of the rolling stream. It's wild, wild company. In the air, 1,000 spinning leaves. I hear them fall to me. Surrounds us, all around us is boundless love. Surrounds us. You are a child of these, child of falling, spinning leaves. You are a child of these, child of wild, rolling streams. You are a child of these, child of skies, child of seas. You are a child of these. Surrounds us, all around us is boundless love. Surrounds us, all around us is boundless love. Surrounds us, all around us is boundless love. Surrounds us, all around us is boundless love.
I'm just like so many chills right now. It sounds so good.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing.
It's always so
Right.
nerve-wracking playing on the radio.
Well, it's because we're actually we're right in front of your
I
face.
know, you
right.
guys
It's
are
like,
just staring
come
at
on,
me.
Jill, don't mess up.
No,
No,
that-
don't worry. We're over here just like,
yeah, just I'm over here swaying. It's like, oh, wait a second. Wait, I gotta,
You gotta
make sure
press
we turn our
buttons.
mics back on.
I was
yes.
telling Allie yesterday that I've been here since 2008, and every time I go to Third and Lindsley, I always got especially because I was in my 20s,
Yeah.
I'd always get the chicken fingers and a glass of wine. And so anytime I think of a show, I think of chicken fingers and a glass of wine.
Oh,
And
that's great.
I would just love to sit there on Sunday and have chicken fingers and a glass of wine and listen to you. So
Yes.
hopefully I'll be able to do that if I get my move. But to everyone
Please
else
do it.
listening,
Bring all your friends that are helping
There you
move.
go.
Chicken fingers and wine.
That's the payoff. Is
You know
it's,
what?
it's the
That's
beer
not a
and
bad
pizza during the move, and then you celebrate the move by going to Third and
think it'll
Lindsley,
it'll
chicken
be
fingers
Third
and
Lindsley.
wine.
That's right, right.
yeah. Chicken fingers and wine.
It's the
Yeah.
new pizza and beer.
That's right.
It's the elevated. It's the step up.
Yeah.
It's the tier 2.
Jill Andrews joining us here in the Volume.com studio. Again, Jill headlining Third and Lindsley for our Nashville Sunday night. Coming up, Jill take the stage at 8 p.m. Allie Sperry will lead off at 7 p.m. and there are still tickets available. thirdandlindsley.com. So you mentioned that's the last track on the new album,
Yes.
Modern Age. Absolutely beautiful. I love to, from your website, which folks can take a look, jillandrews.com. I love the description of the new album. Did you write that, or did you have somebody
It
work with
depends
you
on
on
what
that?
you're reading.
It says here, Modern Age is a meditation on childhood and changing times, growing up and looking back. In moments, the epitome of 90s pop perfection with airy synths and shimmering vocals, and in others, pared down and heart-wrenchingly intimate, Modern Age is dripping in reverence for a simpler time when the world was as big as your high school, when love was waiting by the phone, when we wondered about the future
good.
instead of lived in it.
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
did not write that.
Really?
No.
Oh, that-
You know who wrote that? My friend Shannon Miller wrote that.
Well,
Yeah.
Shannon Miller did a great job. I
Yes.
hate when people are like, "Oh, can you send us a bio?" And I'm like,
Yeah. I'm like, I'm
My
not
favorite
gonna,
food
I'm
is
not
mac
that
and
great at
cheese.
self-promoting.
I love that it's like, because I think we can all relate. Granted, it was a few years back, but when the world was as big as your high school.
Yeah.
When it was like you're in that moment of there's nothing more important than this
Mm-hmm.
in life. And then you get out and you realize it didn't really mean anything, right? It was
Right,
just like, it was
exactly.
just another step in the process. And kind of speaking of process, was making this album different from making previous albums? Was there, whether it was writing, recording, the whole process, was it, had you kind of found your comfort zone when making a record, or did you try to maybe get outside of that a little bit and mix it up each time? But tell us a little bit about the making of the new record.
Yeah, it was a little different. Lucas Morton produced it, and we started out with a full band at a recording studio, 4115 in East Nashville, and started out like, kind of with a full band sort of feel. and we worked for I think 4 or 5 days in the studio. I had a friend fly in from LA to come play, and he added a bunch of like the cool like synthy sort of elements that are new to me and to my music. So that was a really, really fun part. He kind of added just more
Cool
like electronic stuff.
yeah.
Electronic stuff.
Electronic stuff.
We call it ES in the biz. But yeah, so and then we took it back to Lucas's studio and just kind of worked on everything from there.
That's
like
so fun.
You know, recording vocals and just really honing it in. But yeah, it took a few years to write. All my albums do. It's like I don't just like, you know.
You're living your experience and sharing it through song. So I think that's pretty great.
Very much so, yeah. And not the epitome. What's the word I'm looking for? Well, whatever. The inspiration for this record. There it is.
That thing.
Yeah. The inspiration for this record came when I went back to East Tennessee, to Johnson City, where I grew up, where I did go to high school and middle school and elementary school. And I went back for one of my friend's memorial services, and I sang at her memorial service. And she and I had grown apart, but we grew up in the same neighborhood. And just like, you know, I was in this cul-de-sac here and she was in this cul-de-sac there. So we were really, really close when we used to ride the bus together. And anyways, I ended up going back to Johnson City just for like a few days by myself. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm never by myself. And so when I was by myself, I really had time to just kind of take it all in and like really remember my childhood and the really beautiful things about it. And also the hard things, but mostly really great, and just have time to be grateful. Yeah.
Has Johnson City changed as much as, say, Nashville in the years since you've
not
left?
as much as Nashville, but it's changed for the better. You know, it's
always
really
a good feeling,
yeah,
right?
it is. I mean, I think when I was growing up, the downtown in Johnson City was pretty shuttered. And it's still that way in some ways, but it's definitely, there's people really working hard there, you can tell.
I'll have to go visit this Johnson City. I haven't been there yet. Because, again, being here since 2008, I would be able to drive in front of Roberts and have dinner there, which now, like, that's not even an option.
a thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I could imagine, you know, like seeing some of that progress be exciting, and maybe not where we're at right now, but having some kind of more things to do and entertain yourself with.
You could probably find a place to park in Johnson City still.
That's nice. That's nice.
Even downtown?
Yeah.
Wow.
Even downtown.
Wow.
You got to get there.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Again, Jill Andrews joining us live here in the Volume.com studio, headlining Lightning 100's Nashville Sunday night out at 3rd and Lindsley. This Sunday, the show starts at 7. Jill will take the stage at 8 p.m. Tickets available, 3rdandlindsley.com. And maybe you're streaming us. Maybe you can't get to the club this Sunday night. Well, we've got you covered. You can listen to the show live right here on Lightning 100 and also streaming at volume.com/Lightning 100. In fact, you can head over to that link right now and take a peek here into the studio. Jill, would you play another song for us?
I will. I just wanted to say one more thing about the show, too, if I can. I'm going to have a few special guests. My friend Langhorne Slim is going to be joining me.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. He's going to be joining, and my friend Peter Grunwald, who's in Hush Kids with me.
Nice.
So he's going to be joining as well, and it'll be a kind of a big party of lots of friends.
And maybe more, but you won't know unless you show up. 3rdandlindsley.com to get your tickets. But Jill, which song are you going to play for us now?
I'm going to play the first song of the new record. And this one is very much kind of a throwback to my childhood. This one's called 80s Baby.
Yes.
Blank tape in my boombox, only a matter of time. Finger on the red button, waiting for the intro of Strawberry Wine. She sang it for me. My first love left me around that time. After school I'd call Lisa, still know her number by heart. streetlights come on, I'll be home. I'm an 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby. I've been thinking lately, how much has changed. I'd rather you call instead of texting me. I wanna hear your voice. I'm an 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby. Yeah, you better believe it. Walk the rows of Blockbuster, look for the ones that we talked about. Tell me Back to the Future isn't already rented out. We watched it so much, I could quote almost every line. I'm an 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby. I've been thinking lately, how much has changed. I'd rather you call instead of texting me. I wanna hear your voice. I'm an 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby. Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah, you better believe it. I'm not saying we didn't screw up, but I'm glad that's when I grew up. I'm an 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby. I've been thinking lately, how much has changed. I'd rather you call instead of texting me. I wanna hear your voice. I'm an 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby. Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah, you better believe it. I'm an 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby.
Who knew that Jill Andrews wrote a song about me?
I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so seen right now. That was
True.
I was like, yeah, we would do that, Jill.
Yeah, we would. We'd play Mario Kart together.
For sure.
Wouldn't we?
I had godbrothers, so they had all the Nintendo stuff. So my parents were like, why are we going to get it for you when your godbrothers have it? Like, what's the point? I was like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Played Duck Hunt, and they'd always beat me.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
was like,
I had some
guys,
Duck
I want
Hunt.
a chance to win.
And then I started the line about Back to the Future. Is it rented out? And then I can recite almost every line, and I do think I know every line in
That
that
is
movie.
amazing.
I
Biggest
love it
crush
so
on
much.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Oh my
Such
gosh.
a good movie. It still holds up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Great Scott. Right? Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that was good.
Jill Andrews joining us live here in the Volume.com studio. Again, Jill going to be headlining Nashville Sunday night this Sunday out at 3rd and Lindsley. Allie Sperry, who joined us yesterday morning, is going to get things started at 7 o'clock. The doors open at 5:30. There are still tickets available. 3rdandlindsley.com to get yours. You do not want to miss this show. Jill, again, congratulations on the new record.
Thank
Absolutely
you.
loving it. I love playing the Connection for the time being here
So
on the
great.
station, but we're going to have to dig a little bit deeper into that record. Sounding
sweet.
so great here
Thanks.
live on the radio, and looking very forward to having a headliner Nashville Sunday night coming up this Sunday.
Thank you. I really appreciate